Episode 3. In the last episode, we addressed the trap of effort. How effort without position is noise masquerading as progress. That conversation was uncomfortable for many people because it removed the illusion that exhaustion equals advancement. It suggested that much of what people are praised for enduring has little to do with where they end up. And once that illusion is gone, the next question inevitably appears. If effort is not the deciding factor, then what is? This episode addresses the lie in the chain, the one that quietly replaces effort as the measure of success. Visibility. Visibility is praised. Visibility is feared. Visibility is pursued relentlessly. It is framed as opportunity, as branding, as putting yourself out there. It is treated as a moral good, a sign of courage, and a requirement for modern relevance. But very few people stop to ask what visibility actually does. Yet, most people misunderstand it entirely. Visibility is not popularity. Visibility is not attention. Visibility is not approval. Visibility is a vector, a directional signal in the field of fortune. And like any signal, it can be amplified, distorted, misread, or ignored, depending on how it is transmitted. I am Fortune Reigns, and this is Fortune. Core thesis. Visibility is often mistaken for leverage. People believe if people see me, they will reward me. That belief is incomplete. It is partially true. Visibility can invite response, but response is not the same as reward. Response can be curiosity, security, envy, resistance, or extraction. Reward only follows when visibility communicates something specific and legible. But truth without precision is dangerous. Visibility without alignment produces exposure, distraction, and depletion. Exposure reveals what is unfinished. Distraction scatters what should be focused. Depletion drains energy without returning value. Visibility is a tool. Like all tools, it amplifies what is already present. It can amplify weakness. It can amplify misalignment. It can amplify confusion. Or, when properly calibrated, it can amplify leverage, opportunity, and wealth. The mistake is assuming amplification is always beneficial. In reality, amplification only helps when the signal is already coherent. The visibility paradox. Here is the paradox most people never resolve. Effort hides in private. It can be contained, measured internally, and corrected without scrutiny. Visibility exposes everything. It does not forgive misalignment. It does not reward intent. It rewards signal clarity. Once something is visible, it is no longer protected by explanation. It is judged as it appears, not as it was meant. And intention becomes irrelevant the moment perception takes over. Visibility applied incorrectly produces signal distortion. Overexposure without mastery looks like desperation. Attention without preparation looks like opportunism. Noise mistaken for presence looks like power. People believe more eyes equals more fortune. This is false. More eyes only increase the speed at which misalignment is revealed. They do not correct it. They do not compensate for it. Fortune responds only to legible, aligned visibility. Visibility that communicates authority, position, and coherence. Why people chase visibility. Chasing visibility is a symptom of misapplied effort. When effort fails to produce return, people look for witnesses. They assume that if someone important notices them, value will be retroactively assigned. This is how visibility becomes a substitute for position. People seek attention because they hope it will shortcut results. They want validation. They fear invisibility equates to irrelevance. But visibility does not create value. It only reveals what value already exists or does not. Yet, visibility itself is neutral. It is amplified, not creator. Let me say that again. It is amplifier, not creator. Misuse visibility, and you are broadcasting weakness. Use it correctly, and you are signaling invitation to opportunity, resources, and fortune itself. The more difference is not more volume. The difference is coherence. Signal amplification versus signal distortion. Consider visibility like a lens. A lens can focus light to burn or scatter it to blind. Effort is the source. Visibility is the lens. If effort is misaligned, visibility magnifies it. The world sees chaos, not competence. The world sees noise, not value. The world sees vulnerability, not authority. People often misinterpret this reaction. They believe the problem is not being visible enough. So they increase frequency, intensity, and exposure. This compounds the error. Conversely, when effort is positioned correctly, visibility becomes a magnet. One clear action, properly visible, outweighs 1,000 unseen hours of labor. This is not because effort suddenly became unimportant. It is because effort finally became legible. Fortune does not respond to how many times you try. Fortune responds to how clearly you signal what matters. The role of curation. Curating visibility is the highest form of leverage. Visibility is not about showing everything. is about showing the right thing at the right time in the right context. Ask, what should be seen? By whom should it be seen? How should it be interpreted? Most people never ask these questions. They show everything. They narrate everything. They explain everything. This produces attention, but not leverage. Legible visibility is selective. It is intentional. It communicates authority and capability. Authority is not declared. It is inferred. The less you need to explain, the stronger the signal. Your audience is not everyone. Your audience is the right ones at the right time with the right context. Why visibility fails without position. Visibility cannot compensate for structural misplacement. If you are visible in the wrong environment, you will be evaluated by the wrong criteria. If you are visible to the wrong audience, you will be misunderstood. If you are visible without authority, you will be consumed rather than rewarded. This is why some people become famous without becoming wealthy. It is why others become known without becoming respected. Visibility without position invites extraction. Position without visibility delays recognition. Fortune requires both.